not going to have a man's baby just to have a man's baby. If a man wants me to have his baby, I have 2 requirements. You're going to get a tattoo of my face on your body because it's a body for a body. My body's going to change forever. Your body's going to change forever. And my push present is either a car or a house, preferably both, but I definitely want a tattoo of my face on the father of my child's body, preferably stomach, because my stomach is going to look different after a baby. So your stomach should look different too.
Delusional.
Leave that man. Leave his ass. Be a single mom. This whole video, my little heart's hurting. I'm feeling bad. And then it pans over to the dude sitting on the couch while she's mopping, picking up baby toys and stuff. And he's just napping while she's busting her ass. Enraged. I see this all the time. I have clients, I've had friends, I see it online on my Facebook moms group. This is totally normal where guys think that they should be napping on their days off or coming home from work and not doing a damn thing while the mom works 24/7.
See, that's crazy right there.
And this sweet angel's a stay-at-home mom, and I feel like this happens to stay-at-home moms a lot because they're expected to do all the work at home because their man's providing. Which I'm not even getting into that, but in the caption, she says that she's a low-income mom, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, I was super low income when I first became a single mom, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that this man thinks that she should be doing everything around the house, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, that he should be able to nap and just relax. But if that's her job, your job is not to be allowing her to be living low income and your kids be low income. If you have time to nap, bitch, you have time to go get another job. If you have time to come home and not take care of your kids, you have time to get another job. Because why is your wife and kids low income? That don't make sense to me. Like, if you don't mind this woman working around the clock doing everything, you should be doing the same thing. If you think that's her job and your only job is to provide, then provide. Do it right. And the comments are what got me too. And they're from women. What? And then one of the comments said that she was a single mom with kids and she would rather be living like that because at least there's another income and that this woman should be grateful. Bitch, not me.
Bitch.
Bitch, not me. Especially if I'm low income living with a man, I'm going to be low income and be a single mom. And I did go from not being low income when I was married to when I was a single mom, I was low income. And I had to get all the assistance I could ever need. I had to have help with a lot of things. And I would rather do that than be under a man who treats me like shit. Or allow my children to watch me be treated like shit and then them to grow up thinking that that was okay. Because it's not. It's not okay. And I say this all the time, but just because you're a mom, it doesn't mean that your life does not matter. It is your life too. You only live one life. Live it the best that you possibly can. And it is not under somebody who's bringing you down and watch you wear yourself thin. That's crazy. That man does not love you and he does not care about you. Leave that man. Be a single mom.
Wow, look at that. The kind of advice women give on social media. Leave a man who's providing, probably tired, wants a day off. Leave that man, be a single mom, do all that the man was doing, and at the same time, do what you were doing already, like the household stuff. It's not like she has to stop doing that just because she became independent without any husband. She still has to do household work, but now she has to provide financially as well for herself. That's the kind of advice this dumb idiot just gave.
If I had known this, it would have saved me from a second divorce. Every choice you make stems from what you believe you deserve. After my divorce, no confidence. It was my mission to get into another relationship and fall in love. Like, I needed to prove to myself that my divorce was the right decision. I needed someone to make me feel like I was worth loving. I didn't know how to do that for myself. And when you're coming from that place of lack, you choose the wrong partners. And here's divorce number 2. Don't do what I did. Take the time to get to know yourself and to like yourself so that you know what you deserve and you don't settle for less. Come join Divorced and Empowered if you want to connect with other women rebuilding after divorce.
Bet she had no issue taking half of the shit from second guy as well. They will conveniently miss that part where if she had taken alimony or not. They will conveniently leave that part, but always mention that how it was not better for her, the love wasn't there, all that shit. Get to the main point. Did you take half his shit? That's the important part. Nobody gives a f about your emotions and shit. That's the real thing we want to know. It's crazy, man. How are men still giving chances to already divorced women? That should be like the biggest red flag in this day and age. If woman today, if you found a woman who is already divorced, you know that bitch is not going to be loyal because she's already aware of a way out. She already know how to get the divorce and all that stuff. She already have that experience. Why would you take a risk? You can just call that guy stupid at this point, man. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one.
My last relationship, we broke up because he asked me to marry him, but then he asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I said absolutely not. I think that's bogus. I'm not gonna sign a piece of paper that says that if you leave me, I get nothing. Like, no, I think that I should have half of everything that you've worked your entire life for. And I think that's fair.
Bringing him back a bottle opener from the destination as an apology. I've actually done this twice. Y'all about to piss me off. I did this but never came back. And look at this one. OMG, I'm doing this right now. I left the States to see my boo overseas. I'm still overseas right now, LOL. My boo in the state hella mad. It just, it makes me sad. Real sad, man.
The crazy part, like, look at those comments, like how many of them are accepting that? And look the likes beside them. It's crazy, like they're openly saying that shit and still have the audacity to ask where are the good men, where are the loyal men. And it's crazy, man. Here are some comments from Instagram. I believe there were many 3 or 4s commenting same things here, but they have been taken over by good comments of men. That's why I cannot find them. I maybe find 1 or 2, but let's move on.
More than half of women who are married and categorize themselves as happily
Wait a
married.
sec.
They're married.
Happily married women are doing this?
Have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a specific person they've identified.
A specific person that they've identified, and in most cases it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately, yes. And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
We really have not much to comment on that, but it's crazy. There was this one comment, it said, bro went home and checked on his wife. That was really in there. Let me know what you feel about this, man. I believe it's more than 50%. Let me know what you feel. Let's move on.
A lot of times we don't talk about how women date their sons. And single mothers oftentimes do everything but their sons. And that's the reason why I say, you know, a single mother is a boy factory. And the reason why I say that is because it's not that a boy can't be birthed from a 2-parent home, although it is, you know, it's an abnormality, you know, it's an anomaly of sorts that you would encounter a significant amount of subpar men that have been raised in destructive 2-parent homes. But single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household, because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. And you do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
Wow, that was like really creepy by the end. Treating your son like your partner, comforting them, cuddling them. I mean, it's alright as a mother, but when she's speaking like that, it really creeps you out. And the comments are not helping me exactly. It seems like it's kind of happening a lot. Let's see what we got in the comment section here. Congrats to the mother in comment section that don't do this. It's not just single mother. I've seen married women do this. Mother, son, yeah. So there are acceptance. There are few that accept this. And of course, some are going to say dumb shit like not every woman that's acceptable. Just let me know what you guys feel about this, man. Let's move on.
Ladies, I'm going to tell you about a friend that went out with a single mom of 3 the other night and how this backfired on him. So let's call him X. His name is X. X goes out with the single mom. He's very excited. What does he do? He brings her flowers against what I recommended him to do. He went against my suggestion, and he brings her this big bouquet of flowers. He's so excited. I said, okay, but... So he does that. They go out for a nice dinner. He asks her out. He takes her for a nice dinner. He was having an amazing time. Amazing time. It was going great, going just the way he thought it would. And everything's great. And the meals come on time. And she's looking at him and looking at him. They're getting along. They're building connection. And then the check comes. He pays for the check as he should. As he should, y'all. And as the check comes, she asks him, wait, do you mind if we get my kids' food as well? They need some when I come back home. So he says, okay. He agrees. He agrees. And not only does she say, he's expecting, maybe some chicken tenders, something like that. But no. This was a nice place. So he was already daddying for the evening. What does she do? She gets 2 big chicken linguine dishes to bring home for her 3. 2. So he, in the back of his head, he said, wow, I can't believe this is happening. So the dishes come. He gets to a point, leaves her for the evening. Now he comes to me saying, what should I do? Ladies, let's see if you're going to give some good, accurate information here. Let's see if you had a son, brother, or anybody else you'd give good information to. What should he do, ladies?
See, that's why you don't date them. Just leave them alone to their own suffering. Don't try to be a savior. Let's see what we got in the comments for this. I am a single mom and I would die first before asking for something like that. I'm a single mom, I would never ask this of a stranger. Everyone is just saying I'm a single mother, I would never do this and all that shit, but it's happening. And it's not like it's super rare, it's happening. Quite a lot. This TikTok comments don't make sense to me. Just let me know what you guys feel, man. Have you had any similar experiences or not? Share them below. Let's move on.
Quick question. So you see I got my own car. I take myself out to eat, take myself on solo trips. I buy myself whatever I want. Hair done, nails done, toes done. Anything I desire, I get myself. So why would you ever in your life think you can come over here and give me the bare minimum? Bitch, I don't even give me the bare minimum. Get the fuck on.
Oh, bitch, you got me fucked up. Bitch, I ain't no shit. Bitch.
Look at this dummy. She thinks she's doing something great, when in reality, she just listed out things a normal, responsible adult do. Oh, you make your own money, you pay your own rent, you got your own car. Guess what? Every adult has that. They're not doing something special. They throw the word bare minimum when the man is not spending more money for her than she spends for herself. That's why they throw that word. If a woman who is confident in her own self, who makes good money, will never throw that word around because she knows money is not the issue. She wants a man's time and affection. Those are the important things for her. But women who are broke like this will throw the word bare minimum because the man is not spending more money than herself. That's just what I think, man. Let me know what you guys feel. Let's move on.
Having your man book you a trip and then leaving without him and bringing your friends with you has got to be one of the most diabolical things I've seen. Hey, babe, I just booked a beach house to celebrate your birthday. Oh, my God, babe, I love you so much. My friends can come, right? Your friends? Yes, I'm only bringing Victoria and Blessing. Yeah, I guess. I thought it would just be the 2 of us, but it's okay. The house can contain 6 people. All right, baby, thank you. Hey, babe, I'm packed and ready. Should I come pick you up or we meet at the airport? Oh, but I thought I already told you. Told me what? Oh, my God, this is kind of awkward, babe. Promise you won't get angry. Angry for what? What happened? Just promise me first. Okay, I won't. Fingers crossed. You know I love you. She better than me. Don't tell me some shit like that. I'm already mad. Shit.
You know, when they first say that just promise me you won't be mad, you believe it's something really stupid that's really gonna make your blood boil. But let's continue.
Yeah, babe, I love you too. What happened was, since the house can have just 6 people, I already told my friends I'll celebrate it with them, and we're 6 in numbers. I meant to tell you I'm so sorry. So? 5 can come along, don't worry. We left already. Huh? We're already on the airplane to the beach house. I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you. What are you even saying? On a trip that I fully paid for? I know, babe. I'm so sorry. You promised to forgive me. I organized everything for both of us, me and you. I paid for everything. I only allowed your friends because it's what you wanted. And now this is what I get? Just please tell me you're joking. Tell me this is a prank. No, it's not, baby. I'm so sorry. Babe, are you there? Babe, have fun. Thanks, babe. I know you understand. That's why I love you.
I really hope he canceled that or something. Like, there's no way this is for real. He's saying have fun and left it like that. I'm sure he would have canceled it. I really hope.
Hey, babe, we're at the receptionist. They can't find your name there. What name did you use? Babe, missed call. Why aren't you picking up the phone? Where are you? Another missed call. Babe, please respond. Yes. She's checking the system and she can't find it. Try using your name. Okay. Still nothing. Y'all picking up on what he did? She can't find it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I canceled the reservation. Woo! What? I'm sorry, babe. I hope you understand. Why would you do that? Please don't embarrass me like this. I'm really exhausted. I need to rest, please. You've always said you wanted to make stupid decisions. You can start by sleeping on the floor.
People like this make me laugh because I'm like, if you don't want to date me, or if you don't want to date a woman that has children, that is fine. And that's a personal preference. I'm not offended if somebody doesn't want to date me because I have a child. That just means they're not for me. You can't make me feel insecure because I'm single and have a child. And my hashtags are dating as a single mother. So if a man misses that, or misses my daughter plastered all over my page, he's not even smart enough to get a date with me. So I guess everyone's okay in this situation, except you.
Oh, shut up. We all know you're crying alone at night. Let's see what we got comments. Plenty of men are willing to date single mothers. They are called step-up fathers. Meanwhile, Klutz is going to be involuntary celibate until 15. So this is what it is. They think that having sex or having multiple dates in your lifetime means that you were successful. Maybe it was some 20, 30 years ago, but now, the kind of woman we got, nah. But now, if you're like alone, single, happy, and peaceful, now we know you're living a good life compared to what the fuck it was 30, 40 years ago, because women aren't worth it. And she's trying to say all that like, they are called step-up fathers. Nah, not anymore. We call them Sims. The guy who's so desperate that he had to get someone else's kids. It's crazy.
What are your thoughts on it?
I definitely think women should have bachelorette parties.
Okay.
There definitely needs to be strippers involved.
Okay.
You're celebrating two different things. One, you're celebrating like your last night of freedom, like that's it. After tonight, you're settling down. This is the last man for the rest of your life.
I don't get that. This is your last night of freedom. Because unless I'm just not aware of something, you're supposed to be committed as soon as you ask each other out. And sometimes in some relationships, in some instances, even before. But that's such a big thing. It's your last night of freedom. You can go out and do whatever you want before you settle down. But yet it's still frowned upon to cheat that night, to fuck somebody else that night. It's still frowned upon to go to the strip club and this and that. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel bad for whoever was marrying that. It's gonna fail. You can already sense that. Prenup or no prenup, it's not gonna save that marriage. Just sad for that guy if it actually did happen to marry her. Let me know what it feels like. Let's move on.
Yeah, we have an intruder. We have an intruder, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have an intruder in the house. I've been here for 6 months. And you in my house? You in my house?
Get the
You in my house?
Please send somebody.
You in my house?
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
I have a
please.
report
I'm
on
here.
this guy. And he broke into my house.
Yeah. No, he did not.
Please.
No, he did. I live here.
Hurry,
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
hurry.
Come on. Yeah, I live here. He in my house. We have an intruder. His name is Elijah. Yes. Come on, talk about it.
Over him.
Look at him. Look. You should have got the fair fade.
Please send somebody.
Get my phone.
He's
I'm gone.
destroying my house.
Get my phone, bro.
It's in your hand.
Exactly. Give me that.
Help somebody,
Go get the fair pay. Yeah. Come on. Get out of our house. You're right.
Get out!
You're right. Come on.
Get out! Go!
Oh, I live here.
Go, please!
I live here.
Watch her acting like a victim, cheating in that guy's house, and calling the police and saying he's the one intruding. It's funny how these crazy idiots react.
You cheated on Chris with his brother?
Yeah.
It's one thing to cheat, but then
it wasn't just my friend. Or you, my brother.
Your brother's actually here. Let's bring him out.
I'm tired of the lies.
Lies, dude.
Me lying to you, her lying to you, you lying to her. I'm tired of it. She's right. I did. And I lied to you from the start.
Why did you sleep with your brother's girlfriend?
I was getting even.
What were you getting even for?
Him sleeping with my wife.
Did you sleep with his wife?
Yeah.
Yo, what just happened? Look at them giving them the high five and hugging out, mate. That was crazy. We had some comments for this, man.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
Well, would you look at that? Loves her husband, but still decided to take a divorce. Can you justify that bullshit that just happened right now? Of course, the reason would be same. I was not happy, found someone better, but still love her husband. Makes no sense. And the feminists would support this, would say, she deserves to be happy, she can do whatever I want. But then they do dumb shit like this. After taking the divorce, they realize that it's not all green on the other side. It's only miserable and loneliness.
You never want to date a single mom, dude.
What?
And marrying a single mom? Well, that's a big L.
Well, okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
You're lost, bro.
Unrelated, but when's the last time you went on a date?
5 years ago to the day. I can't stop winning.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, I told you not to ring the doorbell. My daughters are sleeping. You wanna watch a movie? What kind of movies do you like to watch? Do you want some popcorn? I baked some cookies. Did you want a Capri Sun? What was that? I think the girls are awake. I had such a good time. I'm sorry I fell asleep. Do you want to see me again?
Okay, look at here. She could not even find a guy friend. She has to use another female friend to make this video. That's how lonely these women are. And here are some comments if you want to read. They're just mostly women laughing at each other. That's it. Let's move on.
Being a single mom is so damn hard. You are the provider, the disciplinary, the comforter, the teacher, the best friend. You are literally everything all in one. And some days you just feel like you are completely failing at it, let alone trying to take care of your own self and your own mental health. And it's like days like today where I get called in to go to assembly because my son is getting an award because he is such a good role model and a really kind person. And it's just like, you did that. You are raising a kind, happy, healthy boy. And it's just like, I need to remember in moments like this, days are hard, sleep is rare, but you're doing a fucking good job.
I wouldn't imagine anything because you're not even on a caliber to date a single mother. You
ever hear a guy saying like, oh, you have a child, or oh, I don't want nothing to do with that. They probably don't have the means to take care of your child because they're broke bums and we don't want those men anyway. But real, true, high value men are going to be seeking or not avoiding someone because they're a mother.
You need to have a man pay for the babysitter if he wants to take you out.
Ladies, set the standard high. Set the standard high, especially since you're a mom. Because it's not just about you anymore. It's about you and your kids.
High value men this, high value men that, they're just speaking out of their ass at this point. Like, they don't even live in reality. They just assume that someone will step up and someone who is rich, good looking, 6 feet tall and all that stuff they want is going to step up and be a stepfather. Are they crazy? That kind of guy is so rare that he can sleep around every day with new girls. That's the kind of value those guys have and option those guys have. And they think a single mom is going to land such a guy. It's like, it's not even point of delusion anymore. Just, I don't know the words for this. Share your opinions below, guys. Let's move on.
This comment right here.
And what about that comment?
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
Of course, there are always exceptions, but they are most certainly speaking for the vast majority of men.
Because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child.
It's very possible. However, do bear in mind that women with children are not at the top of a man's dating priority list. They are in fact near the bottom.
It's also very, like, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video.
I'm actually surprised that one didn't already realize that most men actually felt that way.
Like, it's just the wildest thing.
No, it's not. It's actually almost common sense.
You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father.
Well, that's true. Not every single mother has 2 or 3 baby daddies, and some single mothers are the product of being widowed or are divorced. However, the fact remains the same that most men do not want to raise another man's child.
Yeah, that's basically it. So, hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
Reality often can be very disappointing, can't it? But no, unfortunately, that person does actually speak for the majority of men.
Hell to the no, no. Hell no.
Our husbands do this thing where they just leave a cup right by the sink. And I would think things to myself like, this is weaponized incompetence. He's doing this on purpose to make me clean up after him. He's not putting it in the dishwasher. He's not putting it in the sink. It's like a declaration that he can do whatever he wants and I just have to deal with it. It's sick. He's so torturous to me. And then there was one day that I was just at home kind of cleaning up some things by myself, and I drank the last of my water and I just kind of in my head placed it down and I was like, I'm just going to put it here because it's kind of like, you know, if I'm done with it, I can just, it's right next to the dishwasher, I can put it there. And if I'm not done with it, it's right next to the sink so I can get more water.
Yes.
And that was when I realized my husband is not out to get me. He's just a genius. It's very different things.
Women who have cheated in a marriage have 230% more sexual partners before they're married than women who don't cheat in a marriage. So there is a now data showing a scientific correlation between high body count and a likelihood of a woman cheating in a relationship. Now, the data is over. The question that you've had on here before, that's a fun question to ask, we don't have to ask anymore. Does body count matter? The answer is yes. Women who have cheated in a marriage.
People with basic common sense would know that no amount of data is needed for this. you know that someone who has multiple partners, whether man or a woman, is not going to be satisfied by one partner their entire life. They are going to seek others. It's common sense. Why do you need data for this? But women will not believe that unless it's facts. So now you got it. These are the facts. Let's move on.
Your man won't give you his phone password. I don't care what anyone says. He's being sneaky.
If your woman is posting pictures and videos of herself like this online, I don't care what anyone says. She's being sneaky.
He'll give you dumb excuses.
She'll give you dumb excuses.
Like private conversations with my mom on there that I don't want you to see.
Like I'm posting those pictures and videos of myself half naked online because I'm a strong, independent woman expressing myself.
It's just the fact of them keeping it from you that makes you feel like there's something going on.
It's just the fact that she doesn't respect your boundaries as a man and she wants to keep posting half naked pictures of herself for the attention from other men that you can tell that there's something going on.
They'll tell you that there needs to be trust in the relationship.
She'll tell you there needs to be trust in the relationship.
If there's trust me with your phone password.
If there's trust, and respect your man's boundaries and keep those half-naked pictures and videos of yourself between you and him.
I'm not saying go through his phone, but you should have permission.
I'm not saying to force her to stop posting those types of half-naked pictures and videos as she wants to of herself online. What I am saying is to stop being a simp, honor your boundaries, and break up with her if she cares more for the sexual attention of other random men online than she cares for yours.
I need to move to a different state. I just saw this guy that I blocked at the gym. He came up to me and spoke to me. It was so awkward. I tried to ignore him and keep my headphones on. I acted like, I didn't have enough hands to take my headphones off because I was carrying a barbell pad, water bottle, and a weight. He grabbed it for me and was like, I'll put that back for you, like my weight. He asked how I was doing like 5 times. He apologized for how it ended. And then he had the audacity to say to me, we'll do something soon. You're blocked! Good luck contacting me. So it was so awkward. I can't let that happen again. And I need to move. Cleveland, Ohio is too damn small. I hit legs though, and this is my glute pump. For those of you who even think that I edit my shit, this is directly taken on Snapchat. So fuck you, no, I just got a fatty. You guys let me know if I'm the crazy one. I blocked him because he went an entire day without speaking to me. But I didn't block him while he was ghosting me. And mind you, I called him twice and I texted him twice and he went that whole day without speaking to me. Texted me the next day at like 9 p.m. and said sorry with some lame ass excuse. I emphasized the excuse by thumbs upping it, and I still gave him a period of time to be mature and call me like a man. I think I waited until the next morning and then I blocked him. No, I didn't wait till the next morning. I gave him a few hours maybe though, because he DM'd me on Instagram the next morning, realizing that I had blocked him. Anywho, am I the problem? Let me know what you think. I just think these men think that they can run circles around me and play games right in my fucking face. I don't even think the first one was the right analogy. And expect me to be sitting at home just fucking waiting for the fucking phone call. No, sir. This is turning into something it wasn't supposed to be. Bye.
The key to decentering men is to center yourself and work on every other part of your life before worrying about getting a boyfriend. Because if you're maintaining your vibes, then you'll want only people who are adding to the vibe to be in your life.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
If your vibes are all over the place because you haven't put in the time and effort to maintain it, then anything goes. You'll let anything come through. You'll entertain bullshit because you haven't taught yourself how to have a low tolerance for bullshit. Speaking from experience, anytime I've entertained poor quality validation from a guy, it's because I'm avoiding some other part of my life. Usually when we're seeking external validation, we're trying to compensate for an internal problem. This is different for everybody, but some examples might be if you feel insecure in your physical appearance, you will seek attention and validation through sex, because a lot of women who are like hot objectively make terrible decisions in love because they haven't learned to validate themselves from within. They're used to external validation, but being told you're hot doesn't mean that you believe you're hot necessarily. So that's an example. Another example might be if you don't have healthy friendships, then you will think that getting a boyfriend will circumvent the need to find friends. But I think it's more important, especially when you're young, to learn how to cultivate healthy and diverse friendships, because being in a healthy relationship requires like a friendship kind of bond first, and then sexual intimacy and commitment later, in my opinion. So if you don't know how to be a good friend, you don't necessarily know how to find a partner that can be your friend and also your lover type thing. Another example, which is usually what happens to me, if I'm trying to avoid making some kind of career move, I will allow a guy to distract me from having to put the work in and build the courage to make whatever career move I need to make. And when everything starts going south, I'm back where I started. I still have to confront the thing that I was avoiding, but I'm behind schedule because I allowed myself to get bamboozled or to be distracted unnecessarily. So decentering men means that you need to center yourself. When you've put in the effort to cultivate a life that you enjoy and you feel good about, you will only want men that add to the vibe to be in your life. Any guy that starts taking away from what you've worked so hard to achieve, goodbye.
And she said a lot of things, but all I could remember is the start of a clip where she was saying how they're damaged and they constantly need validation from men. And then they are in their late 20s, I believe. They want to be center men, focus on themselves. It's already too late, so that's why they have to do all that dumb shit, because no man wants them by now. And let's be real honest, all these women, if an actual high value, the one in top 1-2% of men comes along, you know how they will react to that. They will be like all feminine and shit, acting like that, because they want that man. They can say all this shit, but in reality, we know how they are.
Oh my God, guys, you don't know what just happened. I might have a date. So I'm just walking. I'm just walking around, Lakeshore area. And I see this black SUV. Is it an Escalade? I'm not sure. But there's this white guy in there with a hat on. And I'm just crossing the street. And I see him. Oh my God, he just texted. So I just look at him and I just keep walking, I'm going to Tim Hortons, on my way to Tim Hortons, which is a couple blocks away, so I could use the washroom. So I, as I'm going to Tim Hortons, I have to cross, and somehow he must have went around with his car to end up at the same crosswalk as me. I don't know, fucking magic. I don't know how he did that. But anyway, so I'm just crossing. It's he wanted to see where I'm going. So I get into Tim Hortons and I go to the bathroom and I come out and he's there, at the till. And so I just walk out and continue my walk, back to my car. And as I'm walking like this on the sidewalk, he pulls over and he rolls down his window and I look at him and he's like, "Can I take you on a date?" And I'm I walk closer, I'm like, "Sorry?" He's like, "Can I take you on a date?" And I was just I knew it. I fucking knew it. You could feel it that this guy wanted to, you just know. And I looked at him he's like, "Well, how else are you going to meet people?" He's like, "Better than the apps." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I could give you my phone number." And I said, "I'm Magda." And I gave him my phone number. I'm like, "What's your name?" His name's Chris. And he's like, "Okay, I'll text you." I'm like, "Okay, nice to meet you." And he drove off and he just texted. I didn't check it yet. Ha! This is the best way, ladies, to meet with men. I don't do dating apps. I never will ever again in my life. Dating apps are just for hookups. Those people that actually meet somebody on a dating app, that's a 1 in a million, I swear. Those are, dating apps men just use to hook up with women, And so I don't even bother. But, oh my God, guys, I have been single for almost 6 years. In October, 6 years. Even going on a date to me is so foreign. I've become so used to not allowing any men near me because I'm growing. I did all the self-growing journey. So I was I didn't want to be disrupted with any men. But it's just a date, right? But fuck, where am I going to tell him I live? I'm going to lie. I'm going to say I live where I used to live. I'm not gonna tell him I live in my fucking car, you crazy. I'm gonna have to lie. What do? Oh, I'm gonna have to lie too. What job should I have? Give me an occupation. What job should I have? Guys, I'm just doing this for fun. Like, who gives a shit? It's some random dude. Doesn't mean anything. Anyways, that was very unexpected.
You are straight off the stage where you were just talking about Lean In and a new study you've just released indicating that women are actually having less access to mentorship and to their bosses than they were even a year ago. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's really important. So today we just released a Lean In SurveyMonkey study that shows that 60% of male managers in the United States are afraid to do a one-on-one activity with a woman, including having a meeting. I mean, can you believe that? 60%. A senior man is 9 times more likely to hesitate to travel with a woman and 6 times more likely to hesitate to have a dinner with a woman. And the problem with that is women already weren't getting the same mentorship that men were, particularly women of color. And no one's ever gotten a promotion without getting a one-on-one meeting. And so I think men and women need to be able to travel together. They need to be able to go to meetings together, go to meals together. All of that can be done in public spaces. But those one-on-one conversations, and if there's a man out there who doesn't want to have work dinners with a woman, then he shouldn't have work dinners with a man. You know, group lunches for everyone, if that's how they feel.
Did you guys caught that? In middle of all that, she tried to sneak in a woman of color to try to make her point feel more valuable. Even though we all know why men don't do that because of the Me Too allegations. She's saying all that and then says, if you're not having dinner with a lady, don't have it with a man as well. Well, shut the fuck up. They're trying to say all this shit without realizing why it actually happens. They know the reason, but they will not say it because that puts them in a bad light. And they cannot have that because they cannot accept that accountability that they actually made their situation the way it is. Let me know what you feel about this situation, guys. Let's move on.
So a paper came out recently that looked at the impact of the Me Too movement on academia, and it actually shows that post-Me Too, women's productivity fell largely due to fewer collaborations with male researchers. The paper shows that this drop is most pronounced at universities where the perceived risk of sexual harassment accusations is highest. So the actual findings comparing research before and after the movement are right here, and as you can see, after the Me Too movement, collaborations with male researchers inside the same institution fell to close to zero. The author points out that men feel like if they accidentally say the wrong thing, they could be canceled or fired. She also notes that institutions that have clear policies on sexual harassment help reduce this perceived risk. And this isn't just in academia. The paper also cites a 2018 study which showed that 60% of male managers are uncomfortable participating in common activities with women due to the same concerns. And a curious finding of the study was that men make up for the loss in this collaboration by just collaborating more with other men, whereas women don't make up for it at all. The author concludes her findings by saying that Me Too was important for raising awareness, but it's also increasingly important for institutions to have really clear sexual harassment guidelines.
Hi, my name is Maya Milusheva. I'd like to start with a short introduction about myself. I'm a woman in IT, obviously. I'm a CEO of a quite profitable IT company. I'm a mother as well, so you would say I went through quite a lot in the IT industry. So I have the experience and authority to talk about this topic. Now, what I want to say is that the whole talk about women in IT is usually a bad thing for us. Because basically what it says is, well, it's okay to have lower income, it's okay to do worse than boys in the IT industry because, well, there's a world conspiracy against you, you know, people hate you, that's why. So that's why I'm against the whole talk. Also, I did some recruiting because I have a company. And also I went to a school that had like 8 girls and 100 boys. So, you know, I'm quite used to being around a lot of boys. The whole thing is, girls are usually quite lazy. They're just not that good programmers. Sorry, but that's true, honestly. They just don't want to get their hands dirty to do the job. And when I tried to do some recruiting, I intentionally wanted to recruit women. And at the end, I failed to do so. Do you want to know why? Because most of those girls were usually just cheating, and they just They were just not good programmers. At the end, I had to recruit boys. And that's why I think the whole talk about let's recruit more women is bad, because at the end, you're recruiting worse programmers. At the end, your company is going to suffer. You're gonna lose some money. I know it's trendy to talk about women in IT, but I think women should just start studying more and getting the job done.
See, they got no words to counter that because it's coming from a woman herself. If it was a man, you know he would be cancelled, his company would be shut down, and all that bullshit. But only a woman can say on such topics, and she's saying facts. Women in IT are not performing at the same level a man does. Or else they keep saying that women are taking less salary than men and all that stuff. If that was true, then companies would just hire women, have to pay less, are skilled enough like men. Then why would a company who looks for profit more than hire a woman? It's a common sense question, but they do not understand that they're not skilled enough.
Girls, I need you to get your shoes on. Why? Because I gotta go fight someone and they have 2 daughters and I need you to fight the daughters. Are you ready to fight? Yeah. You don't want to fight? How big are you? They're your size. Can you fight them? Yes. Oh, yes. Alright, let's go. Come on. Okay. 3 full snatch.
You say, can you get what?
Some headphones.
He say, can he get some head from you?
He said headphones.
Oh, I thought he said head from you. You said what?
Some headphones.
Oh.
My reaction. I'm getting a little tattoo. I think this is a record. Yep. I don't think I ever got that mad that fast. What the fuck was that? We not gonna skip over her big ass. What the fuck?
huh?
And I said, clicked. This is the next step.
Next step? Oh my god! Is he about to propose?
I want to put it in your ass. Because we haven't done that yet, and that is the next step for the cock to go in the arse.
Are you joking me? I thought he was about to propose, not try and stick it in me arse. Sam, it's not going in me arse.
Well, the card woman said you're ready for the next step.
I don't care what the card woman said, you're not putting it in me arse.
It was a full moon.
Hey, where are we going?
I'll take you back to your parents.
What? Why?
Because you're too expensive. I can't afford you anymore. No refund.
Hey, where are we going?
I'll take you back to your parents.
What? Why?
Because you're too expensive. I can't afford you anymore. No refund.
Women, listen to me. They don't fucking do that. Is this your first time talking to women? Goddamn.
I do not associate with
That's horrible. I will take it.
Yeah, who the heck?
Unless you want to.
I mean, it was for my little sister.
No, this is not a toy for your sister.
Yeah?
No. It says yours. No.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't get it.
I do not associate with
That's horrible. I will take it.
Yeah.
What's good, brother? What's up, G? I just want to get a Dark Caesar tape up. That's all I want. You should just go bald. That's what you should do. I'm not going bald. I'm not going bald. What you mean? Bro, there's still hope. There's still life in this joint. Yo, hold this down, man. Yo, it's still life in this joint. There's still life in this joint. There's still life in this joint. There's still life in this joint. Shut up. God help me, Lord. God can't help me. Yeah, I want her too.
You are going to turn down a pussy like this, staring you smack in your face. No man can turn down this pussy.
I find it disrespectful when boyfriends like other pictures of half-naked girls.
I also find it disrespectful when girlfriends fantasize about their celebrity crushes.
No! It's different!
How is it different?
It's not like we can never meet them because they're popular.
It's
and
not like
shit.
I'll ever get to meet these models because they're popular and
If
shit.
you're insecure, don't
No,
say
what you're
that.
saying is that the only reason why you're staying loyal to your mans is because you can't reach the other man.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't just hear that.
You learn how
Stop
to respect
telling me
the
what
relationship,
women can't
okay?
and can't
You're missing
do.
the whole...
We're moving.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so much.
If I say anything stupid up here, you could just blame my father. He used to beat me. I was a bad kid, it's not his fault. I was very bad. The worst times would be, you know, when the report card would come home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my mom would be home, so she would see the report card first. And she'd always look at it and be like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you. You just wait till your father gets home. Yeah, and then she would put on a mustache.
This is called the rattlesnake. It's a great way to connect with your partner.
That is the dumbest shit I have ever seen in my entire... It's called the rattlesnake, and everybody's doing it, actually. If you look on TikTok. Babe, please,
Here, we want to revoke all women's licenses. Have you ever been driving, like, on the highway and, like, some, like, person's just, like, driving, like, really crazy?
Wait, you said revoke all women's license?
Yeah.
Say less.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So we have a few more. Right here, we want to change the legal age of consent to 15.
What's your name?
No, not my name, your name. We want to remove all women from schools. We feel like they're getting too smart, and we just don't want them in government or politic issues. So yeah, can you just sign here?
I think this is weird.
Yeah, do it. All right.
Ma'am, I wrote your citation for
You're writing me a ticket?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who my father is?
Why, didn't your mother tell you? Ma'am, I wrote your...
Hey, so women be milking that baby thing too.
Oh, okay. Charles.
Being pregnant, it can't be nearly as bad as playing a basketball game with a sprained ankle.
I tried to stop. You heard me try to stop him.
I'm telling you.
You heard me try to stop him. Come on.
Why you never buy a woman a watch? What, say it again, Why you never buy a woman a watch? Because there's a clock on the stove.
Guys can't do this.
You trolling?
Not her.
Man, you can't. What guys?
A lot of guys haven't been able to do it. Try it.
Man, I'm just stepping over it.
Yes.
You got me fucked up. Ain't no goddamn way.
Is that it?
Yeah. Get out the water. Nothing.
Hey, Rob, man, I can explain. Rob, please listen to me. I can explain. Rob, listen to me. I just wanted some cheese. I just wanted some cheese.
You know, recently there's been a lot of articles pointing out how men are far less emotionally intelligent than women and how that's been ruining their relationships.
Oh, yeah. You know, I always say the wife's more intelligent than me.
Emotionally, of course.
You know, it's unfortunate, but it's a department that we lack in. Last week we're at the airport. Our plane gets delayed an hour, whereas my natural instinct would be to say, it is what it is, there's nothing we can do. Brittany had the emotional intelligence to realize this is a big deal. We should be arguing with anyone who will listen, and in general, just going ballistic, regardless of whether or not it'll help.
Look, it's not about whether or not it helps.
No.
For example, say you plan an outdoor event and it begins to rain. An emotionally unintelligent person like myself might suggest some sort of alternative or contingency, or maybe we'll do it on another day, as opposed to realizing that this is in fact the end of the world and you should be flying off the handle.
You know, whether you're reading an article about COVID coming back or your Uber Eats driver brings you the wrong order, we as men do not have the emotional intelligence to realize that not only is this something we should be freaking out about, but we should also be becoming actively hostile to others who are remaining calm.
Young people are living purposeless lives in a very painful way. You date someone for 4 years, you both know you've got no direction. 4 years. 4 full years of kissing somebody who has no future in your eternity. 4. Then you will never regain. You've been hugging some idiot for no reason. For 4 years. 4. Young people are living purposeless.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Because it's women like you who spread your legs for guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
The women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Why nobody can ever talk to you because you don't let any
people talk to me all day long. You can't talk to me.
No, I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay, so me and you've been in a relationship for some time now, and I just gotta ask, how do you know you love me?
You don't want the answer to that.
Yes, I do.
No, but like you really don't. And you know I'm the type of person I'm always gonna tell you the truth no matter what.
Right.
And you don't want the answer to that.
I want the honest, truthful answer to this.
I promise you, like if I tell you the answer, we might break up.
I want the answer.
You sure? No, if you sure, like I'm really giving you the chance to back out of this. Are you sure? 100% positive. This is what you want.
I am 100% sure I want the answer.
Your pussy is trash. Your pussy is trash. Your pussy is trash. Woo. And I didn't care. That's how I knew I really was in love with you.
Wow.
Classy example of fuck around and you'll find out. She's not going to get over that stuff. That's going to be in her mind for her entire life. That dude destroyed her. Well, anyways, that's it for this video. If you enjoy such content, do subscribe, like, share, comment your opinions below. And I'll see you next one. Here are some more videos you can check out from. And that's it. See you next one.